This video, which is also called my recap vlog because it's what I've been doing, but this video today is going to be all about my girlfriend because we've been together for 4 months and that's an accomplishment because considering the fact we can barely see each other, we talk constantly whenever her mom's not around, and so yeah, that's a big accomplishment for us. And well, I was gonna read some things for her, but I don't want to anymore because they're a little too emotional. But with that being said, let me tell y'all the story on how it all began. Well, this was like the first time I saw her. Not whenever I first met her, whenever I saw her. I was with this girl, her name was Kayla. Don't ask, people just don't, but I was with Kayla and I was on my bus and I was just so upset that day because I think she did something to piss me off. I don't know what she did, but it was something to piss me off. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you. So I kind of just put my headphones in, ignored all of her messages, and I was just like, okay. So then I just calmed down a little bit, and then there was a bus in front of us, so I just wanted to get home so bad so I can punch something because I couldn't punch the window. So I was just like, oh yeah. And then I looked down as my bus was going by and I seen Alex. And I was just like, I didn't know who she was at the time, but I looked down and I was just like, I just couldn't stop staring at her. But then I had to stop because my bus went too far and she was in distance so I can see her. But I didn't know where she lives and I didn't know her name, I didn't know anything. But as soon as I seen her, I was just like, I gotta meet that girl. I got to meet her. There's something about her that I like. I need to meet her. But anyways, and then about a week passed, and I was still going crazy about Alex and stuff, and then I finally just went you know what, I'm just gonna break up with Kayla in case I do meet this girl and she happens to be bisexual. So we can probably date or something because I couldn't get her out of my head because I found myself dreaming. I didn't even know what she sounded like or anything. I just put in a mental image of what she sounded like, how she acted and everything. If you want the honest truth, I actually hit it right on the dot. The voice was a little more high-pitched than her actual voice, but she sounds like a 5-year-old on the phone, so I'm good. It made me sound like a fucking pedophile. But, back to the story. So I told Kayla, I was just like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's over. So then I decided to go walking because I was just I was happy that I just lost the person that just kept me, you know, in a certain frame of mind. But, then I went walking and then my brother's just he walks with me and I talk to him about some things like that. So I was just talking to him and then he was just like, well, hey, I seen this blonde girl go over to that house over there. I was just like, wait, blonde girl? And then he said, yeah, I seen her walk over to that house and go inside. I was just like, okay. And then there was 2 people out there. I said, well, none of them's a blonde girl, so then I was just like, okay. So I'm very fucking shy. This is the only way I can actually communicate with people, sort of, but I'm really shy. So they ended up thinking me and my brother were creepy stalkers because I was telling them to go say something because I was too shy to do anything. But he said, if you do not go over there and talk to one of them, I will tell your secret. I was just like, what secret? He said that you're gay. I said, I don't care. Everyone knows. And he's just like, okay, then I'll tell the secret that you cut yourself. I was just like, you know what? Okay, fine. So I finally went over there and I started talking to him, but that's not exactly how I started talking to him. Fruit Loop, she lost, the ball started rolling towards me, and then I was just like, here's your ball. And then I started talking to them, and they were really cool people. So I was just like, oh, okay. And then a little after that, Alex and her mom came home. I was just like, well, there's people so let me move out of the way. So I kind of moved out of the way, and I was just like, okay. Then her mom came out, just like, hello. You know, me being me, I'm kind of shy, so I was just like, hello, and then I, like, turned away, and I was talking to my brother, and then Alex walked out, and she started talking, and I was just like, wait a minute. So then I, like, turned around, and I was just like, oh, fuck. So I didn't say anything at first, but me not wanting to be a total creeper, I was just like, hi. And I was just like kind of, my voice was kind of shaky because I was really nervous. I mean, I couldn't get her out of my mind, and now I finally met her. I was just like, well, that's cool. So I was just like, that's how we, then we like hung out and talked for a little bit. I was just like, then she told me she was bisexual. I was just like, awesome. So then I was just like, well, that's cool because I might have a chance. And then the second time we hung out was with her brother. She had called me cute, and I was just like, well, she thinks I'm cute, so I might really have a chance. And then she said, and then her brother said, what's going on between, asked her what's going on between us, and I was just, and then she said nothing. I said, well, never mind then. And I just kind of looked down. I was just kind of sad because I couldn't get this girl out of my mind for like a week because, from just seeing her. So just thinking I didn't have a chance was just hard. And then the third time, and then like that time she like gave me her number. I was just like, okay, maybe I should text her. So I had to pretend like I was my brother to tell her I liked her because I was still nervous. So, and then she seemed really happy as soon as she found out I liked her. So I was just like, well, maybe she likes me. So I asked her again if she did like me. She said, yeah. I was just like, well, that changed a lot of things. So then my brother ended up dragging me to her house that night, and it's like 8 something, and I'm just like, their mom doesn't want them outside, you know. How about let's just stay home and I can talk to her tomorrow? But no, this dumbass decides to take me over to her house, and so me and her were talking. I was just like, this is kind of awkward with him standing there because he's like the third wheel. So we kind of just talked about other things, and I was just like, then she brought up the subject of, I think someone brought up the fucking subject of hanging out, but, so we were talking, and whenever she went to school, I mean, I went to school too, but I had to come home early because I was having like, I think I had a very bad headache that day or something, I forgot what it was, but I mean, I started talking to her, and I was just like, so, you still want to hang out? And she said, well, yeah. And then she brought up the subject of going walking in the woods. I was just like, well, yeah, I'm a country person, so let's do it. So we did, and we went to the lake, and she tried holding my hand, but you know, me being me, I kind of tensed up and not knowing what to do because that's never happened before. I mean, if you've seen me in real life, you would understand why. No one understands why I tense up sometimes whenever certain things happen. But whenever that happened, I was just like, I tensed up because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to hold her hand, whether to pull my hand away. I was still stuck in the puppy love thing in my mind. So then I was just like, well, this fucking sucks because then whenever she said, I had asked her if she was cold because we were out by the lake and it felt pretty cold on my, just from the wind blowing on my hands. And you know, she said yeah, so I gave her my jacket. I mean, I'm not gonna let it be cold. That's kind of rude. So, she actually has that jacket. Yeah, she likes it, apparently. I think she liked it a lot. So she has that jacket. I have a purple one. It's in there. It's in there. Hey, Paco. Anyways, so then then my brother kept popping up, and we were just like, can you leave us alone, please? We actually did start holding hands at one point whenever I decided to hold her hand back because I finally knew what the hell to do. So I got out of that mind frame. As soon as I handed her my jacket, I was just like, okay, I need to get past this. I need to, whatever yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but honestly, we started holding hands. My brother kept popping up. I was just like, leave us, just leave us alone. And then whenever she'd look away, I kept giving him hand signals to leave me alone, or I will kill him as soon as he went to sleep. She wasn't supposed to know that. Now she does. Oh well. But as soon as he like kind of left us alone, she kissed me on the cheek. So I was just like, so I kind of my face turned a little red, I believe. But I looked over at her and I kissed her back. So it was just like, because it'd be rude not to. And not only that, I wanted to. I wanted to kiss her on her lips, but some things, like, I couldn't do it, honestly. I don't know why, I just couldn't. I was kind of scared too, because I was scared that she was going to reject me, she wouldn't kiss me back, or she would slap me and then run away. So it was just like, then I just kind of looked away and my face was red. I could tell because I could actually feel my face turning red. And then I looked back and then she kissed me. So then we just kissed and I'm just like, well damn. I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that earlier. So we kissed before we ever dated, but I mean, it was better than nothing. I mean, it was honestly okay. She was the first girl I've ever kissed. I know you're gonna think it's weird on how I knew I was gay and everything I said, but you gotta understand, like, I was never sexually attracted to guys. Like, I would date them, but I would never be sexually attracted to them. Girls, on the other hand, yeah, I find very attractive. Right now, I'm only attracted to one girl. So, yeah. But, back on topic. So, what was I? If I would have known that she wanted to kiss me earlier, I would have done that. But, I didn't know because I can't read minds, I can't read faces, and honestly, she knows now that I I don't know whenever people flirt with me. I don't. I mean, I can. It's so weird. I can look at someone and tell that they like each other, but whenever someone likes me, it's a different story. I just sit there like scared to talk to them because I like them. Then they talk to me because they like me and they want to be whatever with me. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm not good with. I'm not good with understanding flirting. But then I think it was a couple of minutes after that we had went up to a wood fort and we just kind of stood there and she like hugged me and she just like for some reason she loves putting her head in my neck. I don't know why. She always puts her head there every time she hugs me. I don't know. I just don't know. You could ask her that yourself. But she always does. It doesn't bother me because that's my girlfriend. I'm gonna let her put her head where she wants to when she hugs me. And she's shorter than me, so that I don't expect her to put her head next to mine, because then she'd be about the same height as me. But she's shorter than me, not by a lot, but she's shorter than me. But we ended up standing up there, and she like hugs me. She like, since she didn't have a jacket on, she just like, since I put my jacket back on, she like put her arms in my jacket, hugging me. We just kind of stood there, and I was just like, I was happy as hell, and I just like, I didn't want to let go, but eventually, I did, because my brother kept bugging me. So I just kind of let her go, and we just started holding hands, and then we actually started walking back to the lake, and then we just like stopped and we were hugging. And she mentioned something about telling her mom that we were dating. I said, well, no one asked, and then I asked. So that's how we started dating. It's not a very classy or romantic story, but it's better than any love story I've ever heard of or even read. And I'm a very big bookworm, so yeah, it's the best. It's our love story basically, and we actually went on 2 dates. One we went to the skating ring. I fell because I can't fucking skate. I can't. I just can't. But she's like, then we like couple skated, and actually got in trouble for kissing each other. That really didn't stop us because we just went in the bathroom and made out anyways. But it pissed me off whenever there's a bunch of straight couples hugging and kissing, but as soon as a female couple does it, it's automatically a bad thing. What the hell? Okay, no ranting in this, no ranting. But she had, like, and at the end of the night, we didn't want the fucking night to end because it's been like a while. So it was just like, well, I mean, like, I'll see you next Friday because we were talking about the movies and everything. So we actually had both of our dates on a Friday. One in a skating ring, one in the movies. The movies was actually, I'd have to say, the best one because we didn't get yelled at for kissing each other, and a lot of things happened. Not going into detail with that one, but we went to go see Diversion. It was good, but whenever we paid attention to it, whenever we weren't lip locked, out in the hall kissing. That's all I'm about to say, but whenever we paid attention to the movie, it was pretty decent. So my mom actually wants to rent the movie so we can watch it fully. She doesn't know about that, and she doesn't watch my YouTube videos, so I'm good. But, so yeah. 2 dates and 4 months. That just doesn't sound right. That just doesn't sound right to me. Sweetheart, we need to go on more dates. I'm just saying. We need to work something out because this right now is not working because we've been together for 4 months and only went on 2 dates. What the hell? Anyways, I can't say I'm gonna go because I got a lot of stuff to say, but I can't say it all in this video because I'm pretty sure I'm over 10 minutes right now. Or I'm at 10 minutes, whatever. But I'm gonna go. I will do another video tomorrow or a sequel to this one. And so, love you, Alex. Love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, sweetheart.